CBS 4 presents this year's all-virtual Girls in Science event at cbsdenver.com, inspiring girls to learn and explore STEM careers now and in the future. Sponsored by Ping Identity, keeping you safe since 2003. Now, let's meet the mentor.
My name is Megan Mountford. I'm a technical enablement lead for the global support team.
My name is Christina Salgado, and I'm a technical enablement specialist at Ping Identity.
Always felt very curious about science and all things to do with technology and just trying to figure out all those little answers in the universe. Getting to go to different museums and to be able to just walk around and just explore independently and figure out all those little bits of information that people put out there for us to learn about.
In middle school, physical science was really my dream and my passion. Volcanoes were the coolest thing ever. Wanted to be a volcanologist or a geologist for a long time. In high school, I was really introduced to physics and a little bit more of space. That's what I ended up studying in college, was astrophysics. Maybe become an astronaut. I just jumped into the technology industry feet first, and that's kind of where I ended up in software development and coding. Using some of those skills that I learned in college helped me become successful at Ping.
Ping helps companies allow their customers and their employees have safe and easy logons.
Ping creates products and software that can help you even watch TV. So your parents might sign up for an account on Disney Plus or on Netflix, Hulu, any of those websites, and they type in their email, their credit card, their phone number, all that stuff, all that adult stuff, and they register for that account. If you peel back the curtain behind Netflix, Ping has a whole host of code and software that is storing all of these people back there who have these accounts. It's like a people library, and they can make sure that you're accessing the account and that you are who you say you are. So let's say we have Mr. Pingy as one of our Ping products. We want to show off what the power of Ping is. So I can help them by making Mr. Pingy dance or changing him a different color. He's really kind of what we want to put in the customer's hands.
So after the customers have bought our products, sometimes they might need a little advice on how to set it up correctly, or maybe something's not quite going right between our products and them. We'll ask them lots of questions to help figure out what exactly they're trying to achieve. And sometimes we'll use specialized tools, kind of like what a doctor does when diagnosing an illness, to try and get things working exactly how they're expecting. I love my job. Computer science is getting to look behind the curtain of a computer and see what's going on behind the scenes. There's so many little intricacies that you get to learn about, where things might break, where they work, and how they work. It's really neat.
But also just thinking about problems in a different way, like a scientist, helps you arrive at an answer that's complete and focused. I think what's really great about my job is that I have a good mix of both coding, focus time, really kind of intense brain work. It challenges my brain so much, but I also get to work with really amazing people.
Start asking questions. Don't be afraid to just put yourself out there. If something might seem like it's really too hard, that's okay. It gives you an opportunity to really just dig in and learn.
I think, when I was in college, I realized that becoming an astronaut or going into academia or becoming a professor kind of wasn't in the cards, and so I definitely had to change my mindset and make sure that I was still passionate about what I was doing. And so really taking those skills that I had learned and just putting them into a little bit different of an area that I was still excited about and still wanting to pursue was just as okay as, wanting to become an astronaut. That's just what life is a bunch of changes and moving through it.
Keep being curious and keep asking questions and just keep trying things that, or maybe you're not necessarily interested in a lot, but just check it out, because you never know what your next big interest might be.
And it's okay to change your mind.
Learn more about Ping Identity at pingidentity.com. Ping Identity, keeping you safe since 2003.